Hello everyone and welcome to PC Scouter. We all know that online multiplayer games are quite the thing nowadays, but I believe if you are one of the 90 kids, you can deny that you enjoy those local multiplayer games and splitting screen with your friend, with your brother, or anyone else of your family member. And I believe even in 2018 you may still enjoy them. So today I'll bring you top 10 local multiplayer PC games you can play with your friend if he comes by. So let's get started.
Number 10. It's no one but the casual shooting zombie game Left 4 Dead 2. Set during the aftermath of an apocalyptic pandemic, you'll play as one of 4 survivors armed with a wide and devastating array of classic and apocalyptic weapons in addition to firearms. The survivor must fight their way through 5 campaigns and interpersed with safe houses that act as checkpoint with the goal of escape at each campaign final. The game supports up to 4 players, so it will be so much fun fighting zombies with your partner, guiding each other assets, trying to break your way through the 5 campaigns. The game doesn't require any strong hardware to work. An old i3 and an Intel HD 3000 can run it. 9. Borderlands 2. Find yourself Left 4 Dead in a frozen tundra of Pandora as you begin your quest of revenge and redemption. Play as one of 4 Vault Hunters facing off against a massive new world of creature, psycho, and evil mastermind. The gameplay revolves around the completion of missions and the collection of randomly generated loot, such as weapon, shield, skins, and other items, with various rarity, statics, and elemental effects. 4 playable character classes are available in the base game, each with their own unique ability and skills. Splitting screen with a friend is so much fun, facing variety of enemies together, trying to complete mission in this action role-playing game. An i3 and an Intel HD 4000 can run the game just fine with the medium-high settings. 8. Resident Evil 6. It's a third-person shooter game developed and published by Capcom. Resident Evil 6 allows players to select between 4 scenarios with interwoven storylines. Each scenario follows one of 4 main characters who confront the force behind a worldwide view terrorist attack, and each one of them has a unique abilities and styles. The player character from each scenario will have their own partner who controlled by either AI or another player via local or online multiplayer. Notice that Resident Evil Revelation 2, a newer title in the game series, have the multiplayer split screen mode. You might consider playing it too, since it have different storyline and better visual. 7. Tekken 7. Tekken 7 is the last title of the famous fighting game series, Tekken. The game contains variety of fighters with a unique martial art style and feature stunning story-driven cinematic battle and intense duel that can be enjoyed with a friend and rivals. The minimum system requirement for the game is an i3, 6GB of RAM, and a GTX 750 Ti. Tekken game series has been enjoyable local multiplayer game over the decade. Surely you can't miss this one. 6. A Way Out. A Way Out is an action-adventure game played from a third-person perspective. It is specifically designed for split-screen cooperative multiplayer, which means that it must be played with another player through either local or online play. In the game, players control Leo and Vincent, 2 convicted prisoners who must break out of prison and stay on the run from authorities. As the story of both protagonists is told simultaneously, their progress may not be synchronized, which may result in one player being able to control their character while another is watching a cutscene. Players need to cooperate with each other in order to progress, and each situation can be approached differently, with both characters taking different roles. For instance, during an early segment of the game, the player controlling Vincent needs to distract a nurse and guard, so the player controlling Leo can find a chisel needed to aid their escape. These roles are not fixed, so Leo and Vincent can swap their roles in other playthrough. The game came with a unique gameplay and definitely stunning experience with a partner. The game released this year and requires at least an i3, 8 gigs of RAM and a GTX 750 Ti to run at medium to high preset at 60 FPS.
Relax, man, I got this.
Number 5. Divinity Original Sins 2 Definitive Edition. Divinity Original Sins 2 is a single and multiplayer top-down party-based role-playing game with a pen and paper RPG-like level of freedom. It featured turn-based combat, a strong focus on systematic gameplay, and a well-grounded narrative. Players can play fully solo with only one character in their party or with up to 3 others. Several pre-made characters with backstories are available to the player. Also, you are able to create a custom character and choose their stats, race, gender, and origin story at the start of the game. The game, absolutely one of the best RPG games you can ever play. Its flexibility and its charm making an amazing adventure, especially with a friend by your side. However, the game requires a good system to run smoothly. An i5, 4GB of RAM, and a GTX 750 Ti is necessary to run it on high settings, stable 30 FPS. 4. Dragon Ball FighterZ. Despite the countless Dragon Ball games that have been appeared since the manga debuted in the mid-80s, the series has never needed them to sustain its popularity. Most are forgettable, some are good, and we can confirm Dragon Ball FighterZ is one of the great ones, if not the best yet. And even if you are intimidated by fighting games, there is a good chance that you'll drown into the explosive action and personalities that evoke the anime infectious spirit. The combat style requires time to master with a different character with their own style and strategy, so practice with your partner in local games and discover new tricks and strategy to kick his ass. FighterZ is complex and distinct enough to be enjoyed by fighting games competitor, but there is no question that it's been designed to tap into the heart of Dragon Ball most dedicated fans. The game requires at least an i5, 4GB of RAM, and a GTX 650 Ti to run just fine. 3. Injustice 2. DC's famous faces have never looked better, but the real star of the show is the fighting system, which consists of a mix of hand-to-hand combat, superpower, weapons, and environmental hazard. Using different combinations of directional input and button presses, player must perform basic attacks, special move, and combo to try to damage and knock out the opposing fighter. Injustice 2 retained numerous gameplay mechanics from the previous title Injustice God Among Us. Still, developer has gone wild releasing this title, which contained much better improvement overall than the previous title. The gameplay is so addictive and enjoyable, especially if you play with your friend. All I can say, this is a great PC port of a brilliant fighter with a staggering amount of content beyond multiplayer brawling, offering a great experience for one of the most in-depth content-packed fighting games ever. The game requires an i5 4GB of RAM paired with a GTX 1050 to run just fine. 2. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Storm 4, the latest title in the acclaimed Storm series, is taking you on a colorful and breathtaking ride. Take advantage of a totally amazing battle system and prepare to dive into the most epic fights you've ever seen in Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm series. Storm 4 sticks to the core gameplay tenet of the series, offering a massive roster of characters from across the sprawling Naruto saga and putting you in one-on-one battles in free roaming arena against another ninja. This is a definitely game worth trying with your friend. You will squeeze hell of an enjoyment out of it, especially if you are a Naruto fan. You will enjoy casting those different jutsu you've seen in the anime. An i3, 4 gigs of RAM and an Intel HD 520 will be just fine on medium settings, 30 FPS. And number 1 is... well, sorry guys, I have to be selfish on this one. Mario Kart Double Dash. Well, this is a game developed and published essentially for Nintendo GameCube console, but thanks to Dolphin Emulator you can play the sport on PC and enjoy its addictive gameplay with your friend. The game supports up to 4 players. The gameplay consists of several modes, both single and multiplayer oriented, challenging your mate in a race and trying to win against him by using all the necessary means, trap, bomb, special spells that can turn up the tide of the race. I spent hours and hours playing this game with a friend and it was always fun. We never got bored of it. So yeah, thanks to its immersive gameplay and colorful, cheerful graphic, this game brings joy to your heart. I think anyone can play the game. It doesn't require any strong hardware to run. An i3 Intel HD 4000 will do just fine for a smoother gameplay with 60 FPS. So this is it guys, hope that you enjoyed the video and I hope that some of the titles got your attention. There is a lot of other cool titles out there like Marvel vs Capcom or Street Fighter 5, but unfortunately I can't mention every title in a top 10 video. If you are agree or disagree with this top 10 or there is another local multiplayer game worth playing with your friend and deserve to be in this top 10, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks everyone, don't forget to subscribe and share this video if you can. See you in the next one.